Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Profiling Passionate People. I am your host, Solomon Ladvinka. As you can see, we got them Raiders to talk about. And I got other people that are going to be on this podcast as well, talking about the Raiders. One of my longtime buddies, I've known him since 2006. He was my high school football captain, someone that I had always looked up to when just a really good all around dude. I'm gonna go ahead and bring him in here, Mr. Ryan Roman. And here you are, sir. Thank you for coming onto the set. And I see you're decked out with Raider gear as well. So how you doing, buddy?
Hey, Solly V. How you doing?
I'm good, bud. I'm good. So obviously, D4, I see you got him on the chest. Obviously, us going to high school in Bakersfield, we're very familiar with Derek Carr when he was a quarterback over at BCHS. My highlight of our Frontier High School career was, if you remember, I think it was our senior year, and we had a scrimmage against them. It was a 7-on-7, and I was playing safety, and I jumped one of the routes on D4. And anytime that I see him, I always bring that up. I'm just like, that's my career highlight right there. It was a 7-on-7 scrimmage, and I picked off Derek Carr. But I mean, we've known Derek for about 12, 13 years, and obviously he's flourishing. Obviously, I know you would want him to be the starting quarterback for the upcoming season. Me being the diehard Titans fan, of course, I got to rock my Mariota. So my flying Hawaiian. Yeah, but so again, so happy to have you on here. So how did you become a Raider fan?
Appreciate you for having me on, Solly. I was born into it, basically. My dad, diehard Raider fan. My whole family's diehard Raider fans.
Yeah.
So I was rocking Raider gear in diapers, basically. So that's all I knew. I mean, growing up, though, I learned about the tradition, the big history of the Raiders, you know. Heck, my dad wanted to name me Bo. I don't know if you knew that. Yeah, my dad wanted to name me Bo, but my mom shut it down.
Can you imagine Bo Roman, though?
I know.
Named after Bo Jackson. I mean, your name is super cool already, but just imagine if it was like Bo Jackson Roman or Bo Ryan Roman.
Oh my God.
Dang. So the tradition started way back in the Bo Jackson era. And like you said, you were just born into it. I mean, I'm sure your diapers even had the Raider logo on it. Then I'm assuming.
I could show you some baby pictures. It's crazy.
There you go. I mean, I remember growing up in San Fran, and I was a diehard Niner fan. And to this day, I can still remember that I have like a photo of me holding like one of those little plush 49er footballs. And unfortunately, when I moved to Bakersfield, everyone did not like the Niners. And I didn't want to be the outcast wearing my Pokemon gear and my Jerry Rice jersey. The Titans were in the Super Bowl apparently that year against the Rams, and I just wanted to fit in. And ever since then, I've been a diehard Titans fan. But
heck, we went to Frontier Titans too.
Frontier Titans. And I mean, as much as I would like to say the reason why I wore number 10 in high school was for Lionel Messi, because I love Leo Messi. It was because of Vince Young. I was a diehard Vince Young fan. Obviously upsetted your SC Trojans fight on in that championship. But that was the main reason. Just I loved the Titans before that. I became a Frontier Titan. You and I were Frontier Titans together. And that was the reason why I wore number 10. But man, it's cool talking about those old times again. I remember when we were playing, we were in a scrimmage and I was playing safety, and you had, I think, the fullback dive, and you just came straight at me. And I was like, you know what, here, just go. Please don't run me over. So, and I'm still, if I ever suit up against you, I'd still probably do the same thing. I mean, you were running like Bo Jackson at that time as well. So, yeah. So, all right. So the history runs on through your family for many years now. Obviously, this will be the first upcoming season where fans will be allowed to come to Vegas now to enjoy a Raider game. I know a few friends have already been out to the Death Star. I was actually in Vegas over the weekend and got to see it on the outside. What games are you looking at and you're circling, and are you going to make it out to Vegas this year for a game?
I don't know if I'm gonna make it out to Vegas. I've seen those ticket prices. They're pretty pricey, but I think definitely in a few years. I know some people who do have season tickets. Maybe I can try to sneak in there, but yeah, I'm super excited for this upcoming season with the fans. Um, I know there's a lot of new changes that's happened this offseason, especially with our defensive side.
Yeah.
Firing of Paul Gunther, the hire of Gus Bradley there. Really hoping that's going to turn things around for us because that was a big problem with us last year. But
That
I do
and
see a lot of
injuries
similarities too.
too.
Yeah. Oh, a lot
Yeah.
of injuries. Our freaking offense was a revolving door basically
Yeah.
last season. Just no one could stay healthy.
Yeah, I mean, I see you got Marshawn Lynch in the back right there, but longtime Raider 24, Charles Woodson. I think that
Oh,
you have that
that number.
in Jonathan Abram, and that
Mhm.
boy. I mean, I believe he got injured in the first early games of the
Yeah.
last season.
First, second game of his rookie season, so he didn't really get to showcase any talent there.
That's a bad man, though. I can't
Yeah.
wait for him to go out there and do his thing and be one of the most well-respected safeties in this upcoming season. So,
Yeah.
I see Josh Jacobs right there, got into a little bit of off-season trouble, but from what I've heard from the training camp people saying that, he's got his head screwed on correctly now and ready to rock and roll. Cause I mean, he's the future of this organization right here.
Right.
So
He's that guy. He's that guy for sure.
yeah.
Especially with Kenyon Drake as the backup too. So we got a 1-2 punch at running back there for sure.
Yeah, and obviously Drake coming off a great season, going from the Dolphins over to the Cardinals, them doing their thing with him. And I think Drake also kind of views it as, okay, I can use my veteran leadership to also, uplift Josh Jacobs. But at the same time, it's an open backfield because I was looking at the fantasy numbers, and Josh Jacobs isn't even ranked in the top 10. So I know that he's going to have a chip on his shoulder. I know a lot of people are doubting him because of, some of the issues that were going on in the offseason. But this team has so many weapons. And under John Gruden's leadership, there's just so much poise and especially that excitement when you have the whole entire city that's going to be gravitating towards you. You got the Vegas Golden Knights, who literally were nothing a couple of years ago. And, with bringing in the expansion draft, that city is behind them and it's so electric. You have the fan base like Raider Nation, which spreads across all of the US and all of the world, packed in that brand new stadium. Oh Lordy.
Oh, it's gonna be mayhem.
It's gonna be mayhem. So if you're not gonna be going out to Vegas this year, what about SoFi against the Chargers?
Definitely. My boss does have season tickets for the Chargers and the Rams, so he's gonna try to get a few squeeze the tickets out of them, basically.
Why not? I know that the Titans are playing the Rams. I mean, as you should. I mean, that's your team, and I'm sure you'll be able to go to that. I know that I'm going to be going to the Titans at Rams game, and yeah, definitely going to be super excited for that one. But I mean, you look at this upcoming season, Derek Carr has gone on record and says, if I am traded, I'm going to retire. Who knows how true that is or isn't. Again, I'm still a big fan of Carr, bigger fan of Mariota. Mariota had his one game where he came in off the bench and dang near won the game for you guys. So obviously, Mariota just recently got married and has a lot of things I feel that he still needs to prove for him to stay in this league. But I mean, obviously, I'm assuming you're going to rock with D4, correct?
Oh, obviously, that's our boy. That's our Bakersfield common ground right there. So that's my guy. I have his back, wholly, truly. So I think he's going to do it. And if not, then we definitely have the best backup in the league with Marcus Mariota.
Yeah, just a little bit right there. So, yeah. So I mean, you look at this upcoming season, the season opener is at home on Monday night against the Baltimore Ravens. How do you think it's going to play out?
That's going to be a big game, big test for us week one. I'm really excited to see what our defense is going to be able to do. And I'm not too worried about the offensive side, but, that is Baltimore's defense there. So no disrespect to them. But, going back to Jonathan Abram and that whole 2019 defensive class, I feel like those guys are really going to break out this year, like Cleveland Farrell, Max Crosby, Jonathan Abram, Trayvon Mullen. Those guys are really going to have to step up and show us what they got on the defensive side of the ball for us.
That and also acquiring 91 as well. I mean, that dude is just
Yannick. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's that dude. That guy averages like 7 to 8 sacks a year.
Yeah.
So
I mean, all that all that quarterback pressure. Obviously, you got Super Bowl runner-up Patrick Mahomes 2 years ago, won the whole thing with the Chiefs. You guys play them twice a year, and obviously that pressure, and like you said, Max Crosby, Cleveland Farrell, Yannick. I mean, the more pressure that's on Pat, and the secondary can lock down the receivers, it's going to be a real big test to see how Gus Bradley handles this upcoming defense for this upcoming season.
Yes, I really agree. And yeah, going up against the Chiefs twice a year, that makes it so much of a harder job in our division. So John Gruden, I think he's making the right moves. So
yeah. And then also, not to mention, I mean, you even got Justin Herbert that's doing his thing right now. So a lot of people, I know you don't like to admit it, but can't be sleeping on them Chargers right now. They're up and rising.
Yeah, it's the Chargers. It's always it's a home game when we play them, for as far as I can remember.
Yeah, I mean, you look back to when they were just at StubHub Center right there in Torrance. I mean, you just see the whole entire stadium was painted with the opposing team's colors.
Yeah.
So like I mentioned earlier, you got Raider Nation that travels well. So I mean, honestly, any away game that the Raiders go to, you already know the Raider fans just travel absolutely well.
Oh, most definitely. I love our fans.
Yeah.
It's a rowdy bunch, but it's super fun.
I mean, that's what makes you guys. You know, I unfortunately I never did go to a Titans and Raider game. I was supposed to go to the one, I believe it was in the end of 2019. But I mean, you just see just that fan base is just so passionate, and the eye black comes on and the shoulder pads, and I mean, just win, baby. That's really what it is.
Like, I mean, going back to the Titans, I do see a lot of similarities between our teams right now. I mean, Tannehill and Carr both are kind of underdogs in the sense of they don't get a lot of respect that they should be getting in the NFL.
Yeah,
and
they don't.
We're in win now positions. Like I do see it's kind of big similarities with our teams.
That, and also I feel that again, we witnessed Derek Carr's arm for several years now. You have such a home run threat in Henry Ruggs III, and the walk-off home run touchdown that Derek threw to Henry Ruggs to defeat the Jets right there. I mean, that is such a versatile weapon. The dude has speed similar to a Tyreek Hill. So, I mean, Derek's just got to let it rip.
Oh, definitely. Henry Ruggs has stats that you really can't put on paper. He draws so much attention to the secondary, drawing those double teams to let other people have opportunities. Like last year with Nelson Aguilar and even Brian Edwards for a second, but he did get hurt. So I'm really excited to see what he can do this year as well.
Yeah, that, and also Zay Jones, that's also added to the wide receiving core. John Brown from the Bills is now a newly acquired addition to the team as well. So
he's got that 15 number. Derek Carr, for some reason, likes that number 15 with Crabtree, Aguilar, now John Brown. So we'll see if that continues.
I mean, again, just all he's got to do is just let it rip. But I love the hunger. I love the determination from Derek. I see the workout videos that he's putting out there. He had just recently enjoyed a nice little golf tournament that was up in Lake Tahoe for the celebrities. But you can just tell in his interviews right now, the poise and the excitement, the determination for him to get out there and just start slinging that ball. You know, I mean, we got training camp right around the corner from now. So, geez. Okay, so we're going to break this down. We got obviously the Chiefs that you guys are playing twice a year. We have the Chargers are playing twice a year, the Broncos twice a year. Again, opening up against Monday night. I'm sure you've looked at the schedule. We have an extra game in this upcoming season.
Oh, yeah. Love it.
17-game season. Realistically, I know you want your team to go 17-0, but realistically on pen and paper, how do you guys see yourselves looking in the AFC West as well, an overall record for the upcoming season?
I mean, realistically, I do see an improvement. I think we improve every year. We went 8-8 last season. So, I mean, hopefully, fingers crossed, it's a solid 10-7, 11-6 year there for us. I mean, a lot of us just want to make the playoffs at the end of the day. I think Derek Carr needs to prove himself and, you know, take this team to the next level. And I think we can do that with our depth and additions that we've added over the offseason.
Yeah, I mean, the dude is obviously paid really well, over $100 million contract. It's going to be interesting to see the playoff format, as well as, you know, can you get in with a 10-win team? Can you get in with an 11-win team? That's all to be determined. So,
yeah, I mean, yeah, we might have to even do even better. So, I mean, but that, yeah, it's just trying to be realistic. You know, it's still a new team. We're still building. First year with a new defensive coordinator. So,
that and again,
knock on the door.
Yeah, I mean that, and every season starts out 0-0. So, you know, you come out here, there's 3 games in the preseason to get your feet right back under you. And, you know, week 1, it's going to be right around the corner. I know that, so the Titans fan base, I'm still a big fan of Jeff Fisher. I've always loved Jeff Fisher as a coach, but it was funny because, you know, just recently it was July 9th, 7-9, and Titans fans view that as Happy Jeff Fisher Day because for whatever reason we cannot be better than 7-9. So this year we can't go 7-9. It's either going to be, you know, 7-10 or, you know, again 17-0. Who knows? But, you know, it's going to be interesting. Again, football right here, right around the corner. So you know, let's just start getting ready for some football.
Oh, most definitely. And my secret prediction is Titans and Raiders in the AFC Championships. Here we go. How about that?
Ooh,
for you.
One of my good friends had just recently sent me I think it was a 2001 championship video or the 2002 championship video when you guys put a butt licking on us. And I remember being back home in San Francisco. I think I was at a wedding party and I was 10 years old at the time. And we had those box TVs and we were trying to watch that in the freezing cold up there in the fog back home. But again, respectively, you guys took care of us, have beat us for the last several seasons. But, you know, I'm loving that. Titans, Raiders, I got nothing but love for you guys, obviously for my guy. So yeah. Got love for you, my dude. It's really good seeing you. I'm glad you came on here. Again, this is the new look Vegas Raiders. The season drops on Monday Night Football against the Baltimore Ravens. Mr. Ryan Roman, thank you for coming on here, sir. And I guess just win, baby, right?
Just win, baby. Thank you for having me.
Of course, brother. Until then, you guys take care. I love it. Until then, this is Passionate People and signing off. Catch you guys later.